Bitcoin may be retracing right now here, but I don't believe that this is the time to be panicking. I mean, everyone is turning bearish right now, but I've got some very important charts that you need to be paying attention towards. So make sure to stick in this video, because in this exact video, I will discuss the imminent short term for Bitcoin, the most important charts, the most important resistance, and many more important stuff. So without any further ado, don't forget to slap up that like button, back up 500 likes. That will be absolutely incredible. And with that being said, let me jump straight away in towards the imminent short term. And once looking at the imminent short term of Bitcoin, of course, we've seen a big retracement towards the downside for Bitcoin. And ever since, we have been creating still a higher low on that 1 hour time frame. And what is interesting that here on the RSI, we're also still creating a lower low. So in fact, we're right now creating a bullish divergence on the 1 hour time frame for Bitcoin. And I mean, looking further in towards Bitcoin to really zoom out about what currently is going on here. And if I'm scrolling through Twitter, I can see that the majority of the people are actually turning bearish and calling for targets around 20 to 12k for Bitcoin. But personally, I don't really see this as a region to be panicking, since this is actually a very big support level. And since we have been confirming a higher high not only on the 4-hourly time frame, but also on the daily time frame, we are in fact right now trading in an uptrend. And what do you want to be doing in an uptrend? You want to be looking at the support to be actually longing it. It's not smart to short the support. So currently I am actually quite excited about Bitcoin, and as long as we're holding above 27.3k, I don't really see a big reason to be starting to be panicking on Bitcoin right now here, because as long as Bitcoin is trading above this level, I don't see a reason to be actually panicking on Bitcoin right here, since you can currently clearly see that if you're looking at the structure of Bitcoin, we have actually stayed in quite of an interesting consolidation phase. I mean, Bitcoin has really first seen more downside, and after that the price reverted and we are right now creating higher lows. So we are right now in the middle, or actually at the end stage of this reversal pattern. And I mean, right now we're starting to enter the more parabolic phase, and I've been discussing this as well in yesterday's video. We broke out already of the symmetrical triangle on the 12-hour time frame as well. You can clearly see we created a downward sloping resistance line. We already clearly broken above it. And if you're looking at the daily time frame, you can also see we created a downward sloping resistance line, and we have clearly broken above it. And ever since we've done so, we have seen Bitcoin continue towards the upside. And I mean, right now as well, maybe the most important thing to see here is that Bitcoin has confirmed a candle close above the previous high in the market. What also currently means is that we're actually creating a higher high, and that we're currently actually trading in an uptrend. And that really makes myself quite excited about this market right now here. And I mean, I've been talking about the trend. I've been discussing the trend for quite a while right now already. And I mean, we have already flipped the previous high in the market and the high before that. And that is actually quite a bullish signal in my opinion. And you can really see that also, once we flipped the previous high, that was exactly the level that flipped into support. So if you're looking at Bitcoin right now here, I made a heat map of the most important and most bearish levels in this trend right now here. And what I'm currently looking at is, first of all, the 28.7k is the level to break. As soon as we break above that level, I think we're going to be entering the range on the top side between 31.5k and 28.6k. So that is the level to be breaking to enter this range between these levels right here. So that is what I'm going to be looking at very closely. And you can currently also see that we actually got rejected from the previous liquidity level of that push up towards the upside around 28.2k. And then to talk about what are the most important levels below us, because yes, we're currently in a small little retracement and everyone wants to know where should we be looking to actually accumulate Bitcoin, right? So I see a very interesting level, and that is the previous high in the market right here that got us rejected, also got us rejected right here. So the daily resistance is really sitting and hanging around 27.2k, and since we're trading above it right now, I think that if Bitcoin retraces back to 27.2k, it's actually going to be a very good opportunity to accumulate Bitcoin. So right now, since we're trading in an uptrend, like I've discussed earlier on today's video, I think we're actually looking quite strong here. And yes, the big support trading below us is 27.2k. So if we come down towards that level, I will be definitely interested to be looking to accumulate a long position on Bitcoin. And I mean, at the same time, the funding rates remain to be negative on Bitcoin, what means that the majority of the traders are actually trading short. And if you want to be trading on BYBIT, you can right now claim an insane deposit bonus up to $1,000. And all you need to do is literally deposit $100 and you can claim a free $1,000 airdrop position on Bitcoin or on XRP, depending what you want to be having here. It's super simple, but super valuable. Further on the daily time frame for Bitcoin, I mean, I see so many people turn bearish on Bitcoin right now, while in fact we've just only seen a minor retracement after a significant pump towards the upside. And you can clearly see that Bitcoin was actually retesting this massive 95-week downtrend. You can see we created this massive downtrend, and this was the first time for Bitcoin to retest this level again after an approximately 54 days here. And I mean, we retested the level and we straight away got rejected. So this is definitely a super important level to be looking at. And I personally think as soon as we do break above this level right here, we're going to be seeing massive breakout. So I will be waiting for that. I'm going to be looking out for that. And once we do decide to be breaking above this massive downtrend right here, we could start to see a big rally getting created for Bitcoin. And I mean, I've said this several times before, I don't think we need to be worrying about Bitcoin. I mean, we're literally creating actually a double bottom pattern right here, and potentially even a W pattern, and that could be quite bullish. And as long as Bitcoin is trading above $26,000, I don't see a reason to panic. And of course, if we break below $26,000, the next support is going to be $21,000 to $22,000, but that is only a plausible scenario as soon as we do break below that level, what is already a very unlikely scenario in my opinion. And I mean, if you're really looking at Bitcoin, you can see that we once again bounced from off that weekly support, right? And we're actually creating a bull flag pattern, and if this breaks out from the top side, we could be in for a massive target on the top side, what I'm really excited for in my opinion. Further on, we can currently see that actually on the weekly time frame, Bitcoin of course not only bounced from that horizontal level and the downward slope resist level, but in my opinion, we are just part of a way bigger consolidation phase. We're creating a massive ascending triangle, and I do think that potentially the lower side of support is going to still get retested. Maybe it's going to happen in a couple months, but yes, the lower side support, in my opinion, worst case scenario is going to be 22.5k and not $12,000 where some other crypto influencers are talking about. So I don't really think we're going to go much lower. I think this was already the bottom. We could definitely still have another move towards the downside, and that would make potentially ultimate depression if we create another leg towards the downside. But in my opinion, if that were to be happening, it would be only a bigger opportunity to accumulate even more in this market. Then of course, yesterday we actually got some bullish news for Ethereum, because Grayscale has failed to convert its Ethereum trust in towards a spot ETF, and that could also even drive more money towards Ethereum, since Ethereum is only a $200 billion market cap and Bitcoin a $500 billion market cap. The effect of an ETF could even be bigger on Ethereum, especially once the bull market comes up here. So super excited about the future. But that was it for me in today's update video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out. Goodbye.